Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to learn regarding the draw and expressions for gyroscopic couple or torque. Okay, dear. Let us consider a disc is mounted on axis. See, this is the origin point. It is represented by the vector is x, and here the disc is mounted. Okay, dear. This one we can say as disc or rotor. The vertical direction y axis is represent as axis of precision. Okay, dear. And z axis represent the reactive gyroscopic couple, and this one is represent as active gyroscopic couple, and this line is represent the new axis of spin. Okay, dear, what we can say? New axis of spin. Okay, dear, let us see. Let's consider a disc is mounted on axis is OX. So this axis we can say as axis of spin. What we can say here? Axis of spin. Okay, then spinning. Okay, here a disc of angular velocity is omega. Angular velocity of the disc is omega. If the disc is rotating in which direction, we can easily find out with the help of right hand screw rules. Okay, dear, we have found out with the help of right hand screw rules. The observer is observed from the origin point is O, then the disc is rotating. How that is rotating? The disc is rotating, we don't know, but we are finding with the help of right hand screw rules. Let us see. The thumb is indicate that, okay, that is the momentum, and this curl is indicate that in which direction they are rotating. This finger, okay, this finger is indicate that which direction they are rotating, clockwise or anti-clockwise. Is it right? If you understand this concept, you can easily solve any type of the problem. Is it right? Let us see. The momentum, it is represent the axis of OX, okay, and this curl, it represent that this is rotate in which direction? They rotate in clockwise direction. Then we have to represent clockwise direction. If you apply the some amount of influence external force on this disc, the disc is spinning about from axis of spin to the new axis of spin. They move with the same angular velocity of omega plus small change of angular velocity is delta omega. If this disc is rotating from initial to final, then at the time the making the some angle is delta theta. This means that the change of angle along with given interval of time is change of time. The small time will changes. Is it right? So omega plus delta omega is indicate that it is a final angular acceleration or angular velocity of new axis of spin. Is it right? So we have to start the derivation. Again this figure we need to represent by the vector diagram. Let us see how to represent. That is the origin point is O. The axis is X. Okay, and new axis of spin is X dash. This is X dash. Okay dear, the disk is how they rotating dear? The disk is rotating in clockwise direction. Then we need to represent as omega. Okay dear, and the final angular velocity of this disk is omega plus delta omega. We can represent on the axis of OX. Then this point is, again we can draw the vector here, and this one we can say as R. The one is parallel to the axis, another is perpendicular to the axis of OX. One is parallel to OX, another one is perpendicular to the OX. It is resolved in the two component. If it is resolved in the two component, then we can represent here, that is the cos, small change of angle, and vertical we have to represent sine delta theta. Any confusion? They resolve parallel, another one is perpendicular. Okay dear. Here let us consider a disk is mounted. The disk is mounted on the axis OX is called as, what we can say here, already I told you, axis of spin. Axis of spin we can say. Okay, the initial angular velocity, the rotor is rotating or spinning about an axis is OX. Okay, let the rotor is spinning. Okay dear, the rotor is rotating with an angular velocity. How much is there? Angular velocity omega initially okay, initially after interval of time is delta t. Okay, the new angular velocity is is omega plus delta omega along axis which one is that here? OX dash. Okay, OX dash as shown in a figure. Okay dear. After that, the initial angular velocity is, what is that here? Omega. In which direction? In the OX direction. The initial the initial angular velocity is omega along axis is which one is there? OX. Okay dear, any confusion? No. The final angular velocity, or we can say as change of angular velocity. Okay, the final angular velocity is omega plus delta omega plus delta omega along axis. Which axis dear? Along axis OX dash. Which axis is there? OX dash. So actually we need to find out the component of angular velocity, angular acceleration. We need to find out the change of angular acceleration. So wait. So next one is we need to find out the change of acceleration in x direction. Is it right? The change of acceleration in x direction. Then how to find here? The change of acceleration in the x direction is equal to the final acceleration minus initial acceleration with respect to time. What is the initial acceleration formula? The rate of change of velocity with respect to time will be there. Is it right? How much? What is the final velocity minus how much initial velocity with respect to time we need to find. Okay, na dear? Then here final minus initial velocity with respect to time. Any confusion? No. The final velocity is omega plus delta omega. Is it right? Then we have to represent here omega plus delta omega. So first is in which direction? In x direction. What is the last here? Cos delta theta. Okay dear, cos delta theta. The change of final velocity. The change of final velocity is cos delta theta. From here to here that is moving, means they are making the same angle like cos delta theta in the horizontal direction. Is it right? Vertical sin delta theta. Is it right here? Initial is how much is there? Only omega only. Omega by how much time is changes here? Delta t. Any confusion? No. Then after that, if the cos delta theta, this small change of angle, it should be considered as one we can consider. Consider cos delta theta equal to how much value dear? Equal to 1 value. We can consider angular acceleration in the x direction equal to omega plus delta omega minus omega by with respect to time. Is it right? Then this omega plus minus cancel. The remaining is the angular velocity acceleration in the x direction is equal to change of omega with respect to time. Is it right? Then if we are apply the limit, then what will happen here? If we are applying the limit delta t is to 0, then alpha x is equal to, okay, limit delta t is to 0, delta omega by delta t is equal to d omega by dt. That is the value of alpha x. Again, what we need to find, because the disk is rotated from x direction to the y direction, so we need to find out the change of angular acceleration in this direction. In the vertical direction we need to find out. Again we have to write change of angular acceleration in y direction. So alpha y in the vertical direction, if this disk is rotating, then what will happen here? So if this rotating with omega plus delta omega perpendicular to the wound here, sin delta theta, is it right? Sin delta theta, omega plus delta omega into sin delta theta with respect to time. Angular acceleration nothing but the rate of change of velocity with respect to time. What is the final velocity? Is omega plus delta omega plus delta omega. So how they moving? It is moving in the perpendicular. For that reasons I represent sin delta theta with respect to time. Any confusion here? No confusion. Again we need to find out sin delta theta, how much angle they change here? The small angle is changes. If the small angle will be changes, instead of sin delta theta, can we represent delta theta? Yes, let put sin delta theta is should be equal to delta theta. Okay dear. Then alpha y equal to omega plus delta omega into delta theta by delta t. Okay dear. Again we need to multiply. Okay dear. So alpha y should be equal to, you need to multiply omega into delta theta plus delta omega into delta theta, okay, by with respect to time, delta t. Let us see over here, the omega is the biggest value and it is the smallest. Here both are smallest. If it is a small, it means we need to negligible, we need to cancel these terms, it should be equal to 0, we need to consider, okay, because both are smaller. Change of angular velocity also is smaller, the change of angle also very little or very small, is it right? For that reasons we are neglect this term, okay. Alpha y equal to omega into delta theta by delta t, we can say. So after that it is consider, if we applying the limit, delta t is to 0, alpha y is equal to omega, limit delta t is to 0, delta theta by delta t, then we can represent here, okay, alpha y equal to omega into d theta by dt, that is the value of second equation. So it is considered as equation number 1 or it is considered as equation number 2. So alpha x is nothing but the change of angular acceleration in the x direction value is d omega by dt. The angular acceleration in the y direction is omega into d theta by dt. We got it. After that, the total acceleration we need to find out. Total angular acceleration should be equal to, so we can represent here alpha equal to the change of angular acceleration in this direction, x direction, the change of angular acceleration in this direction, y direction. The change of angular acceleration in the x direction is d omega by dt plus, and alpha y is omega into d theta by dt. Okay dear, that is the value of total angular acceleration. Okay dear, please all of you take this snapshot dear. Okay, take the snapshot. After that, again we need to find out so the angular acceleration in the y direction, how much is given here? Delta y is equal to omega into d theta by d theta. Okay, the angular acceleration, again you have to consider angular acceleration in y direction, in the y direction, alpha y equal to omega into d theta by dt. So d theta by dt, this means that it is the angular velocity of precision. Is it right? So this means that the disk is rotating from initial axis of spin to the new axis of spin, as well as they move in a which direction? In a vertical direction. Okay, from O to Y. Is it right? Then we can represent angular velocity of precision, angular velocity of precision alpha y is equal to omega as it is, d theta by dt is equal to omega p. Wherever d theta, how much angle change with respect to time, is represented by angular velocity of precision. We have to represent here omega p, that is the value of alpha y. Again, actually our intention is we need to find out the gyroscopic couple. What we need to find here? Gyroscopic couple. For the find out the gyroscopic couple, we have to know about the Newton's second law. The Newton's second law is state that the force should be equal to, it is a product of mass into acceleration, we can say as gyroscopic couple. Let us see gyroscopic couple. Okay, you know very well the Newton formula is, it is in rough only, rough, this part is in rough only. F is equal to mass into acceleration. So instead of force, we have to represent as, we need to find out the couple C. Instead of mass, we have to represent as I, means mass moment of inertia I, into acceleration which direction? The disk is rotated in the vertical direction, we can represent as alpha y. Okay dear, then C is equal to I into alpha y. Okay, then I nothing but moment of inertia. Is it right? We have known very well. Then I we can represent as moment of inertia. What is the formula? The moment of inertia formula is I equal to m mass into radius of gyrations, m into k square, you know very well. Then I keep as it is. Angular velocity in the which direction? Vertical direction. How much we got it here? Omega into omega p. That is the value of C. Gyroscopic couple formula is I into omega p. Okay dear, any doubt regarding this derivation part? So we will discuss regarding the problematic in the next class. Okay, thanking you. Please watch and subscribe my channel.